Impeachment is the focal point on this week's news, but One America's Stefan Kleinhenz has more on what the mainstream media missed from the nation's capital.
As the nation tuned into the first week of official House impeachment hearings, all eyes were on President Trump and Ukraine. But as the news cycle stood still, the news itself kept moving. Here's what the media missed Friday because of the impeachment hysteria. During Friday's impeachment hearing, the president announced 2 regulatory changes to health care that gives patients a better understanding of pricing. The first change requires hospitals to display secret negotiated rates, and the second requires insurance companies to show patients expected out-of-pocket costs. In the announcement, the president said the goal is to give patients the knowledge they need for the real prices of their health care services, adding the free market makes companies compete for their patients and allows for the best doctors at the lowest cost.
So the word is transparency, and I love transparency in many ways, and this is going to be something that's going to be, it's going to be incredible for the consumer, for the patient. I think it's going to be really good for the good doctors, maybe not so good for other doctors. I think it's going to be really good for the great hospitals, frankly.
The president addressed the stock market that reflected his free market health care announcement.
Stock market is up big today, set a new record. I think it's the 22nd time this year, and it's over 100 times for the time that we're in office. We've said over 100. I think it's substantially more than 100. We'll get the exact number because I know you wouldn't want me to have that wrong. They don't like that. But we're up over 100 times for the stock market.
Friday evening, as the media continued its coverage of the testimony of former Ambassador Yovanovitch, President Trump granted clemency to Army First Lieutenant Clint Lawrence and Army Major Matthew Goldstein, and restored the rank of Special Warfare Operator First Class Eddie Gallagher. Former Army Green Beret Glowstein will have murder charges dropped against him, and Gallagher, who was found not guilty of murdering an ISIS fighter, but convicted of lesser charges of posing with the dead prisoner, will be promoted to E7, the rank he held before he was tried and found not guilty. Lawrence's family eagerly awaited his release from custody after he served 6 of his 19-year sentence for ordering his men to open fire on 3 men approaching his unit on motorcycles. 2 of the Afghan men were killed, and defenders of Lawrence say the men were Taliban fighters, but 9 members of his unit testified against him, saying the men were innocent. Lawrence was released from a Kansas prison on Friday, where he was embraced by members of his family. Stefan Kleinhenz, One American News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.